twist. Nobody's baby. Take care of him. The young mother's whisper was as soft as the swirling snow outside. Her face was as white as the sheet that covered her. Phoebe, she touched her newborn son, breathed a last sigh, and closed her eyes. "She dead," announced Mr. Mann, the midwife. "What a nuisance! I've had to get Mr. Bubble." Mr. Bubble was in charge of the workhouse, a cold, grim place for the homeless without a spork of comfort or a crumb of nourishing food. She didn't care if the inmates starved as long as his own tummy felt warm and full 3 times a day. Quickly, Mrs. Mann unclasped a gold locket from the dead woman's neck and put it around her own. Opening it, she read the name Agnes engraved inside. "Another orphan brat," ragged Mr. Bubble when he saw the baby. Who is he anyway?" "Who's no?" Mr. Mann yawned. "His mother's walked in yesterday off the street. She must have walked some distance. Her shoes were worn out. Good-looking girl, too. He must have a name." Mr. Bubble thought hard. "Well, I named all orphans alphabetical, and the last one was Smith. So he can be Twist, Oliver Twist." "Oh, Mr. Bubble, you're clever," smiled Mr. Man, flirting her eyes laser at him. She wrapped Oliver a scratch of cloth. Yellowed with age, Oliver opened his mouth and roared with all the force of his baby lungs. If he'd understood he was an orphan, loved by no one, he would have cried 11 louder. More means less. By the time Oliver was 7, he was sleeping in a dormitory with 50 other starving boys. "I'm so hungry, I could eat the boy in the next bed," complained a tall, strong boy with wild, angry eyes. The boy in the next bed glowed. "We must have more food," he agreed hastily to ask Mr. Bubble. Oliver's heart was thumping as he reached out to draw his straw. He pulled it close. "Oh no!" he cried. It's me!" Super, as usual, was grilled, kind of thin, watery porridge with a few lumps of crystals floating in it. The boys lined up in front of Mr. Bubble, who stood at one end of the dining room, a huge apron tied around his fat belly, ladling a small spoonful into each boy's bowl. They returned to their tables to eat their food, packed on benches as tight as dined through not so plump. Their bowls never needed washing. They were licked clean in seconds until they shone like polished china. The boy sitting near Oliver kicked him under the table. Go on, Oliver, ask now. Shivering with fear, Oliver walked the length of the room. He closed his bottle so tightly his knuckle gleamed white. The end. Goodbye.